Welcome, everyone. As you join in, please participate in our Slido poll. You can access the poll through the link in the chat or through the QR code on your screen. New Zealand's here, welcome. Malaysia, Pakistan. As you join, please join us at Slido. The link is in the chat. And let's see where all we represent.
A kind reminder to please rename yourself so that your name is not correct. You can find that option on the top of your screen. Click on rename yourself.
Welcome, everyone. If you've just joined, please take a moment to add the country you're joining from in our Slido poll. The link is provided in the chat, or you can scan the QR code. If you're unable to join Slido because your device is older, you can put your information in the Zoom chat. Welcome. If you're just joining, feel free to mute yourself and add your information to the Slido poll. I see Australia, Pakistan, New Zealand, India represented in the chat. Welcome. As well as on our Slido, we can see Malaysia, Bangladesh, Thing. Take just a few more seconds if you're just joining us and let us know where you're joining from. You can add it to the Zoom chat or in the Slido poll. It's exciting to see the amount of participants from Pakistan. Welcome. And I'm excited that we crossed the region. As we continue, I'm sure we'll have others join in for a great representation. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. If you are still adding in your information, so welcome, everyone. I'm so glad to see everyone logged into Zoom today to join us for our second in a series, Apps for Virtual Events, hosted by the AP region. My name is Amy Von Diest, and I am currently a volunteer in the AP region with the Digital Capacity team. I'm really excited to see how many people have been able to join, showing the interest and the demand for sessions like this. So thank you. As we all know in Girl Guides, everything we do is collective leadership. And with that in mind, I just want to mention that there's a team of people helping ensure that this webinar goes well today. So I want to send a thank you to Putri, who is our tech support. Many of you probably know her, as well as 4 additional presenters who will be helping us host each tool during our breakout sessions. So today we have Robin, who is also part of the capacity team, Anjali, Putri, Roju, and Riju. So we have 4 amazing presenters helping make sure this goes well today. Before we get started, I recognize that some people may have some internet delays, and we understand that. If you experience this, please take your video off, and it may help the sound be more clear. If you drop out during the call, just rejoin at any point, and we will make sure you are in the room that you were in and you don't miss anything. While we're in the main session with everyone together, please keep your microphone on mute. And once we're in the smaller groups, there will be a lot of opportunity to share and ask questions and collaborate together. So you'll get a chance to go off mic. With the housekeeping behind us, I want to give you a little bit of a backstory so that you know where we are on our journey as a region, helping us design and lead amazing virtual events. So a couple of years ago, as the pandemic was starting, we recognized quite quickly that it would be a huge shift for us to go from the amazing face-to-face, hands-on programming that we've been offering within our local regions, and even within the AP region and globally, to shifting completely virtually due to the pandemic. And that brought to light a lot of different factors. It's been both challenging and also rewarding in seeing what we're able to create and do by moving into virtual spaces. Through those challenges, we've realized that it's a great opportunity for us to improve and learn and strengthen our skills as not just individuals, but as a movement, so that we ensure girls and women in our organization have a chance to really, truly still feel part of the movement. This webinar is the second this year focused on digital tools. We developed this one specifically based on feedback from the last webinar that happened in March. Out of the people who are on the call today, how many people joined the webinar focused on digital virtual events in March? Can you just give us a wave or put a thumbs up in the chat? If you're just joining for the first webinar, don't worry. They don't build on each other, so you haven't missed anything. We will start from where we are, and then after this webinar, you'll have a chance to give some reflection that will help us guide and sculpt the next steps, whether it's trainings or resources that we are able to create and provide for you to help make our virtual events and programs a great success. For this webinar, I want to give you an idea of what to expect, so you have an idea of how we'll spend our time together. With the 4 tools that we'll be focused on, you will have an opportunity to learn all 4. So we will be breaking ourselves into small learning groups that will rotate between all 4 tools. So within the session, you'll spend about 15 minutes together with the facilitator. Each topic, you'll have a chance to see what the tool looks like, get an overview of what it offers, and then have a chance to really think about how you could use it in what you do with Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting. Within that session, knowing the time constraints, we'll also have a chance to share experience and ask questions with each other So it's really a collaborative process moving forward around that specific tool. The tools we've selected are based on ones that are being used successfully in the region and are quite accessible for people, regardless of what type of program you're offering right now. So as we rotate through, you will be assigned one breakout room. When you are sent to your breakout room, please take note on the screen which room number you're assigned to. You will stay there the full hour of rotations. So you don't need to move anywhere. You don't need to click anything on your screen to join your group. Just let Zoom do it, and then we will move to you for each of the topics. When we get finished with each of the breakout sessions, we will join back into this main session for a chance for some feedback, as well as some self-reflection that will help guide us into the next webinar. So for now, we're going to start to move into breakout rooms. Putri, are we okay?
Yep, yeah, okay. Let me start moving around the breakout rooms.
Okay. If you drop out during this process, just join back into Zoom and we will make sure we get you to the right location.
Hi Madhu, how are you?
Hi, Rizu. I'm good. How about you?
I am good as well. Hi everyone. For people who don't know me, my name is Rizu Manandar. I am from Nepal and I'm one of the regional volunteers for the Asia Pacific region. So today I will be talking to you about Padlet. And before that, I want to know how many of you have heard about Padlet, or let's say used Padlet before. Can I get a thumbs up or okay, raise hand. Can you please raise a hand, a thumbs up? I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, a lot of you have already used Padlet. So today we will be just giving a general introduction of what Padlet is and some tips and tricks. So we will be together brainstorming some tips and tricks that we can use for Padlet. So before that, I will be showing a short video about Padlet. A short introduction video about Padlet. Let me share my screen.
Welcome to Padlet. Padlet is a place to make beautiful boards, documents, and web pages that are easy to read and fun to contribute to. You can gather a variety of media attachments by uploading them, searching for them, or even creating them in real time. To get started, head to Padlet.com and sign up for a free account. Once that is done, you can go ahead and create your first Padlet. There is a variety of formats you can pick from. You can choose Canvas, a popular format that gives you all the autonomy to place posts wherever and however you want. Or if you're looking for something a little more structured, Shelf may be the right format for you. The possibilities are endless, and you can head to padlet.com/gallery for more inspiration on how to use Padlet. The customization does not end here. Once you pick a format, you will find that there are a lot of ways to make this Padlet unique to you. You can create a custom URL, pick your favorite wallpaper, and choose how you would like to interact with your visitors. Once you are ready, you can share your Padlet easily in many ways, such as inviting members, copying the link, or using the QR code. We hope you enjoy using Padlet.
So yeah, that's a general introduction of Padlet, and now I'm going to show you some examples of how we have used Padlet before. So this is one example of how we used Padlet in one of our Smart events. So before the event, we asked participants to point down where they are from and to introduce themselves to other participants. So as you can see, we have participants from all over the world, you see, and okay, let's click on some people. So yeah, we have Koshini from Malaysia, so you can actually post your pictures, or you can introduce yourselves in Padlet. So this can be a very good ice-breaking activity before any event. And next we have a birthday wall where his or her friends have posted about wished them online in Padlet. So this is also something that you can do. And another example is this Harry Potter quiz, where people have posted down questions, and you can actually write answers down here, and the first correct answer would actually win the quiz. So this is another example. And another example is of someone who has traveled to places. So this is a timeline. So someone was born in India, and then they came to Nepal in 1999, and then they went to Singapore in 2011. So they have created a timeline here. So that is also something that you can do in Padlet. And now moving forward to prices. So as you can see, the free version, you can have 3 Padlet, and it's free, of course. And you can use your Google account in order to make a Padlet account. And if you are a teacher, or if you use Padlet very frequently, you can also subscribe for the gold membership, which will provide 20 Padlets, and the prices are here as in the screen. And the platinum account actually has unlimited Padlet, and the prices are here as follows. So yes, that's a general introduction of Padlet. And now we will be doing another one general exercise on Padlet. So yes, share in the chat box. So please visit the link that I've sent in the chat box. So if you are having difficulty here, you can also unmute yourself and speak, or you can also send it in the chat box. So some types of events that you could use the Padlet for. What types of events could you use the Padlet for? Hi, Anmol. Are you here with us? Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
Hi. Can you name a type of event that you can use the Padlet for? Any one type of
Quiz?
event? Yes. So something like a Harry Potter quiz. You can make a Girl Guide quiz as well, or anything that you like. So yes, I'll write it down in the chat, in the Padlet, and publish it. Hi, Tamina. And let's move on to the next section. Some tips and tricks for using the tool effectively. I see that most of us have already used Padlet before. So any tips and tricks for using the tool? One trick that I found recently is you can actually remake the Padlet by using the remake button. So in that way, you don't have to make similar Padlet from a scratch. So I will actually write it down. You can remake the Padlet. Any other tips and tricks for using the tool effectively? Proper rechecking the preparation, well, internet connection. You can drag files, paste files, or even use the save as bookmark. Yes, so one thing that you can do is like you can also upload files here, upload pictures. You can take real-time pictures. You can also add links here. So that is something that you can do in Padlet. So we can make a feedback wall at the end of any session or event, of course. So you can make a virtual wall where people come and people write down the feedback. Collaborate and organize. It's a very good tool to organize your files, organize your thoughts, and organize your data overall. Yes, so you can also share your images on the wall like social media. So thank you so much. Moving on to next, we have links to other resources to help with using the tool. So one YouTube video that I want to post here is this one. So this is the video that we recently watched. So any other video or link that you may find useful in the future, that you can post it here in this section. Any YouTube video or Google link. You can post it in the third section. And in the meantime, if you have questions, you can also ask here. While people are posting the links to some helpful resources, if you have any questions regarding Padlet, you can ask here. Yes, the floor is open. Okay, so someone has posted how to use Padlet in the classroom. Thank you so much for posting that. Any questions regarding Padlet? Please feel free to ask question or write it in the chat box. Oh, okay. So Madhu actually says that we can also extract feedback in the form of Excel. So that's maybe a trick. Yes, Madhu?
Yes, we can extract in like different forms, like where like we can also export that and print. We can save as an image for whole the Padlet. We can save it as a PDF. We can also save it in the form of CSV file. That is one of the Excel spreadsheet file. And we can like save as Excel spreadsheet, and we can also print the form, and then like we can also embed all this like Padlet in a link in our blog or website also.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that, Madhu. Maybe I'll write that embedding one. Embed. Uh, Padlet. You can-
Embed Padlet link. Okay, you can embed the Padlet link in the blog or website.
Okay, so thank you so much for taking part in this Padlet session. I hope you learned about Padlet. Can I get a thumbs up if you learned about Padlet today? Okay, I see a couple of thumbs up. Thank you. So the Padlet link will be open. If you find any other helpful links, you can go to the Padlet link and post it in the wall. And if you also find or discover any more tips and tricks on using the Padlet, you can go to the link, go to the same link and post it. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the session today. Now I'll be going to another breakout room and another facilitator will be coming here. Thank you.
Just record this.
Yes, I have used as participant Jamboard.
Jamboard. So I want to get a feel of how do you guys generally feel when you guys use Jamboard? Like, what is the feeling you guys have when you guys are using Jamboard? You know, feel free to unmute yourselves and so I can kind of get a feel of how everybody is in the group and I can kind of adjust the pace accordingly. Anmol has
Okay, so yes, like when we use a Jamboard as a participant, we feel that like like all the participants together, we can like put up our different opinions at a time.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really good observation. That is basically what Jamboard is. Anybody else? Like, I think Madhu actually just kind of summed it up for us really, really, really well.
Hello.
Hello.
I used Jamboard during Surf Smart training, and I felt it like more complicated and a very hard to use thing on mobile. I must say, because I use my mobile for more oftenly for meetings. I don't use laptop because it is more convenient. So I thought that it was a little bit complicated.
Yeah. Okay, so I actually the Busam, is that how I pronounce your name?
Yeah.
So I actually agree with you. The only not bad thing, but the only downside of using Jamboard is actually when you're using Jamboard on your application like your phone. Anmol, if you kindly please stop sharing screen, that would be greatly appreciated. The only problem is when you are using, let's say your phone, you would actually have to download the app because it is not browser friendly if you it is not friendly if you do share your screen. Not share screen, sorry. It's not friendly if you do use it on your phone without a browser. So I'm going to kind of go through what Jamboard is. I'm going to kind of show you guys what Jamboard is. We have this here. I'm going to just share the link in the chat, or you guys can scan the QR code to kind of join what Jamboard is, kind of like use the Jamboard. So do we have any, do we have any questions about Jamboard? If you do this, pop down here and I'll kind of get to them later. So Jamboard is actually a collaborative tool. So, I think many of you guys are now a bit confused because we have something new called Google Zoom Whiteboard. Zoom Whiteboard essentially is like the same thing as Jamboard. If we have time, I can touch on it briefly, but not to confuse you guys. I will just stick to Jamboard for the time being right now. Jamboard is actually a collaborative tool. It is a free tool. You have no limit on participants. No any amount of people can join a Jamboard, even if you don't have a Google account, you can join a Jamboard. So it's really, really it's a really, really good collaborative tool. Especially if you're a teacher, I personally like this tool. In school we've used this tool quite a lot with the older kids. But why use Jamboard? How can we use it? So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a few examples of how I've used Jamboard in the past, be it for a university. What I used for university about a year and a half ago for a project, or even how I've used it to facilitate WAG's modules. So the first page I'm going to show you guys is actually this puzzle. This is actually the very first time I had used Jamboard as a tool. So I had gone online and got a puzzle generator, copy pasted these puzzle pieces here. And in the end, we had our participants kind of put the puzzle pieces together, and you can see how I'm sliding it right now. It's really easy. I mean, it's not going to click hard like how when you do it on an online, using an online puzzle generator, but it goes together really well. And I wanted to bring the element of in person but online to make them still feel like, hey, we can still do a puzzle online. This is fun. And also put their thoughts together down on a Jamboard. So this is actually what ended up happening. This is an example. I had someone actually draw a dove for me, which is really cute, and kind of state what piece was to them after putting this puzzle piece together. They really enjoyed this activity, and I was glad it was a hit, because it was pretty daunting being it my first time using this. For university, I mean, we use it for multiple things. We gave them a text. This is one of my modules, and we gave them a text and they had to highlight. As a team, they did that. They put down notes, collaborated as a team and put notes down and kind of answered the questions here. Another example is, I think we did this for free, being me, if I'm not mistaken. So we had patrols put together, and they came together and they came up with their guidelines. That's why I love Jamboard so much, is because while we were on Zoom, they were putting down these guidelines, so that even if they didn't want to unmute themselves, they were able to just kind of put down what they wanted as guidelines. What is the perfect looking girl? What is the image myth? Stuff like this. And you can even do activities like this. You can even put this a picture here and spot the difference. And the girls are able to do this activity, as if we were doing it in person. That's basically all I have to kind of present with Canva, but I have a few pages at the end. You can do this on your own. You can add a sticky note, draw. I see people drawing here, which is really nice. Add a text, or you could even put shapes, whatever you guys would like to do. The pages at the back are for you guys to kind of just use and figure out the tools. And yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Let me go back to the question page if anybody's put anything down. Does anyone have any questions? If not, then I will be moving rooms in about a minute. I'm sorry, it's really brief because Jamboard is truly the most, one of the easiest tools I've actually found to use. It's really easy to kind of explain to you guys as well, as opposed to using Canva or Padlet or something. So that's why my presentation is really brief. So I apologize for that.
Okay, here goes the Canva, the spelling of the Canva. Here it is. And what is the Canva? Like, anyone would like to share me, like, what is the Canva you have think so far? Have you heard about the Canva before? Yes, I have seen the Gauri and Afifa. Afifa has lowered down her hand. Okay, Gauri, you can unmute yourself and share.
Hello everyone, myself Gauri and I'm from India. I heard about Canva, like I use it rarely to make up posters, designs and all for the events, what we do like virtually and all.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you so much, Gauri, for sharing your experience. And any one of you like who have known the Canva before and who haven't known yet, you can also drop the message into the chat box also. I'll go through that. Okay, let's see what the Canva is actually for. The Canva is an online graphic design, as well as it is a publishing tool also, and it has the main missions, and the main missions of the Canva is to empower everyone in the world to design anything and publish anywhere. Like it is, as you have been doing the designing, and as you have seen lots of the posters and presentations and many things here and there in the social media, and like designing the book covers, and you have been seeing those kind of the things. And many professionals have been using very professional tools to design those kind of the things. And this Canva is a beta versions of those apps, like those advanced too. It is a very easy to use, and like anyone can use this to design the things, and you don't need to be pro, or you don't need to learn lots of the graphic designing courses to design some of the things that you wanted to do. And that is why the Canva nowadays, it is being so popular. Yes, Gauri? Gauri, you have been raising your hand, like, is there any? Okay, no more. And its Canva is simply a designing tool, which made very easier for everyone to design anything they wanted to. Okay, here the Canva, like how we can use Canva. The one thing we can use Canva in the computers, like directly searching into the web browsers with this link. You can type the canva.com into the web browsers, like any web browsers, and there you can find the Canva link, and you can directly use it into the web browsers, or you can download the app also, download the app. And even into the, like if you are going to use the mobile phone or tablet, there you can't use it into the web browser. You need to download the app to use the Canva. Let me check, like, is it recording or not? Is it recording? Yeah, one more time. Yeah, it is recording. Okay, and like this Canva, like in the computer, you can use either in the browsers, or you can download the app also. And in the mobile phone, you need app, because in the browsers, you can't use browsers into the mobile phone to use the Canva over there. And here, the things that we can do in the Canva over here. The first thing is the presentation. You can use the Canva to make the presentations, to make some of the very interactive presentations over there. You can use Canva for making a video. You can make the Facebook video, YouTube videos, or whatever you want, like Instagram videos. You can make the videos from Canva in a very easy way. And you can make a social media post over there. Like social media post means like the Instagram banners, and then your Facebook, your Twitter, your Tumblr, like a post feed you can make over there. And you can make the logos also. You can make the logos also into the Canva. You can design your own logos, and you can make the flyers. You can make the banners. You can do the photo editing into the Canva. And even like after making the presentations also, you can record that presentations also. You can make the recordings of the presentations also, like pre-recording presentations also. And it is more easier into the Canva. And the main and another things that you can go live through the Canva also. Like if you wanted to do live sharing from the Canva, that is also possible in the Canva. And you can do many other things over here, like while going through the other things, and we'll go each and everything over there. And the other things like where you can use the Canva tool. Obviously, the first is the social media post and campaigning, like as we have been making lots of the things over there. And another is in the marketing. Like in the marketing, you need to do some advertisement, you need to publish some app, and like you need to do some designing, like the making the flyers, making a business card, making a CV, resume, and even the certificates and everything that you can for the marketing. You can use the Canva. It is one of the very easiest tools for you. And another thing is for the school, college, offices, like to make a presentations, to do some of your project work, and to do some photo editings, and to make some photo grids and some collages. You can do it into for the school use also. And obviously for the webinars, like to do some of the webinars, you can do from here also, and many other things. Like you can use Canva in many different ways. Like it depends into your creativity also. Like you can go in the wide range for wide range while using the Canva. And many people nowadays, like the freelancers, graphic designers, they have been using the Canva for earning the money also. Like they designed from the Canva, and they sell those things for the advertisement companies or something like that, and they can earn many amount of the money through here also, as working as a freelancers also. And yeah, like Canva app is not totally free, but it is a free also, like for the school purpose, and like for the non-profit and for the normal personal use, you can use the Canva for free. Like in the free version of the Canva also, you can get a lots of things over there. And like if not, like you need some of the things over there, some more advanced things you wanted to use, then you can get the pro version also. But to get the pro version, you need to pay. Like it is right now it is 174 Australian dollars. Like Australian dollars, $174 you need to pay for a year. And like now, if you are using it for the enterprises purpose, then you need to use like $46. Like, and these pro versions can be like you can even make your own team into the Canva also, like while working into it. And like when we are going to the Canva app, like I'll share those things also. And you can also make your own team while using this app. So like for the 1 to 5 people, like in the pro version, you can see over there, like let me use the anti-note. Okay. Okay, here you can see for the pro version, you can for 1 to 5 people, like if you buy the pro versions of the Canva, then it can like 1 to 5 people can be worked on these pro versions in a team in the same app. And like in enterprises, like in the enterprises, like you will work especially into the team or into the different departments. So here minimum 25 people can use this Canva by for per month. Okay, this is for per month. Like if you pay the 46 Australian dollar per month, then 25 people can use the same Canva, and they can work on the same platform together. And the next one, okay, now the main thing is how can this is just an overview of the Canva, like what are the things we can do in the Canva. Now let's go through the app over here. Like I have put some of the screenshots over here, and let's go through that. Okay, first of all, you need to make your own account into the Canva. So you have to log on. Like if you already have your account, then you have to log on. Then if you didn't have an account, you are totally new for that, then you need to sign up. And in the sign up, you can do from the many ways, like you can continue with your Apple account, or you can continue with your Google account, or you can continue with your Facebook account, and then or you can continue with your email account. So I already have an account. So I usually use my email account. So you can sign up in any ways. And after that, like after signing up into the Canva, here you can see the home page, the dashboard of the Canva over here. The dashboard of the Canva over here. And in this dashboard here, you can see the home template features, and this is the dashboard of the Canva. And as the things that you have been seeing into the screen, it is not the pro version, it is the free version screenshot, as I usually use the free version like while working for my personal use. And this is the dashboard you can see over there. And here you can see like you can see the video presentations, and there you can make the presentations over there. Here you can make the social media and the video and marketing and office and many more over there. And here, okay, let's go deeply. Like before, this was the home page of yours, and in this left side of the screen, like there you can see the home, you can see your project template, and then shared with you. This shared with you is the team or any links that any links of the template or the Canva design that the other have shared you, and there you have been working together over there. And if and any designs or any content that you have created, and if you have deleted those content, then it will come and remain it into the trash can over here. And like after, like until and unless you delete the trash can, it will be remain into the trash can. So if you wanted to recover those things, then it will be more easier. Like it works as a recycle bin of your computers. Like but like if you delete your content permanently from this trash can, then you can't revive it. But if you only delete it into the Canva, but if it remains into the trash can, then you can again reload it and use it for the further use also. And let's move to the next part. Okay, here up over here, you can see the after the home page, you can see the templates over here. And like if you go to the templates, the one thing that it's most amazing using the Canva is Canva has already the presets templates. You can find the lots of templates over there which you can use. Like there you can use there they will provide lots of templates. Like for the Instagram stories, they will provide for Instagram posts, Facebook posts, like Facebook covers, along with the size also, like the wide, what kind of the wide they want, what is the breadth do you want, they will provide all those things also. And for the personal use, like for invitation cards, resume, postcards, t-shirt printings, and like for business purpose, for websites use, for logo design, business card, for invoice design, and letterheads, poster, infographics. Yeah, the infographics, you can use the Canva a lot because they have lots of templates regarding these things. And like after this also, like there are lots of the features, like lots of the features of the Canva. You can also go to the features account, like you can get the free photos over there. Yeah, there are some of the photos for which you have to pay and only the pro version can get, but others you can get lots of the free photos over there. You can get the background, lots of things, and icons also. Like you can get the various small icons also over there into the element. And you can if you wanted to print those kind of the things, and they can also be easier for you. And even the apps, there are lots of apps over there for which you can associate it with it. Like if you want some videos and drag some videos from the YouTube, then that is also totally fine. You can also do that also. And like for the explore session, you can work with your team also. And for the graph and chart, like you can also find lots of the templates, and you can use lots of the graph and charts over here. And in the download sections, like you can download for the Mac also, download for the Windows also, and for Android and for iOS. Like it is very easier to download the content that you have created over there. And beside that, like now, if you wanted to, like I'm totally new for this Canva and I don't know anything about the Canva, but I wanted to learn more things, then they also provide you the courses over here, like Canva 101 and personal branding, social media masteries. Like they also provide you the courses over here. And you can also go there and learn some of the courses over there, like how we can start Canva and how can we use this Canva. They will provide the classes over there. And for the pricing, like if your account is already a paid account, you will not see these over there. But if your account is a free Canva account, then you can see these kind of the things over there. They will share you like the free versions, how you can use it and what are the things you will get. And for the pro version, like how you can get the pro version for enterprises and what are the benefits, like you can get everything's over there. And here, okay, I'll go through the elements over here because we have only 5 minutes left now. Okay, here in the elements, like after you, okay, like after these everything's, like if I click anyone, okay, let me take the Instagram post. Like if I click the Instagram post, then they will take you to these site over there, and there you can see the templates over there. If you click the templates, then you can find the lots of templates over there, or you can search your own templates also. And like in the element sections, like if you go to the elements, you can find lots of the things over there. You can put the frames also, and to associate it to your photos also, you can get lots of the icons from here. And like if you wanted to use your own photos, then you can upload from the media. And another easiest things into the Canva is you can drag and drop also. Like you can drag and drop from your computers also over here, or you can upload your videos, your photos, anything's over here. And you'll also get the text over here. You'll get lots of fonts over here, and you can get the photos over here also. And you can also embed the audios over here. You can embed the videos also over here. You will get lots of the backgrounds, whatever you want, either the solid colors or you want some designs. You can find all those things over there. And you can make your own folders over there. And I have already said you the icons before. And here is some of the things you have to know. Like you can use lots of the icons and lots of the apps which is embedded into these Canva. Like for example, if you go to the photos, like if there is some of the photos you need to pay for that to get advanced photos, but here you can find the Pixabay pixels over here. And like if you go to this Pixabay and pixels and type the images there you want, then you can get the lots of images and in free, like lots of the advanced photos you can get over there, and they are totally free. Like you can't you don't need to pay for anything. Okay, and here we go. Like if we go to the like after clicking the templates, okay, I'm making the Instagram post. Like here you can see the color palette. Like if you go to the color palette, you can change the colors of the many icons over here. Like small icons also, they can be editable. And your edit image, you can get the you can edit the image also, you can crop and you can flip also, and you can even do some animations over there. And here you can get some transparency over here. And after using this icon, and if you wanted to lock it, you can lock from here. And here you can see the plus point. It is like if you wanted to duplicate this one, I want these 2 pages. Like if you wanted to duplicate the same account, then you can go through it. And if not, then like I wanted a new page, then you can add the new page also over there. And here you can okay, there we come. And here this one is the presentation one, and you can get the presentation template also over here. You can search the presentation template and you can work on that. Okay. And after creating your content, now if you wanted to present the presentations, here you can present your presentations also. Here you can record your presentations, as I have said before. And here in the sharing options, like you can download your content in the various like either GPG and Paste and many more over here. Okay, and this is all till now. Like, do you have any questions? Because we have only 1 more minute. I'm so sorry for taking so long. So do you have any questions for this? So that I can go through it, everything you wanted to know. Any questions? Like, there are some of the tricks into the tricks over there, like to get the templates, like if you wanted to go like if you didn't like the fonts over there, and you can search there will be the link, like if you go to the Canva template, then you can font lots of the template into the websites also. And like if you didn't get lots of the graph into the Canva app, then you can go to the browsers and search the Canva app over there, Canva graphs over there, and you can find lots of the options also. And if you search the like Canva templates, and if you search that fonts over there, and they will also suggest like which font will go well with the which font. Like if you are writing like headings there in one font and the body with another font, and they will suggest those kind of the things also over there. Okay, like and then, yes. Ikra, do you have do you have any questions? I think I know. Like you know, like in the Canva app is the designing app, and like there is a lot of things you can do, so only a 15 minutes time will not be sufficient for me to tell everything regarding the Canva. But if you have any questions regarding it, any queries regarding it, you can ask those things, so I can tell you right now. And furthermore, you can also go search over there also.
Rosie, I just told my group we promised we'd share our email addresses with everyone, just in case.
Yeah, okay, then I'll share my email address to all of you. Like if you need any questions furthermore, then you can send me the email over there, and I'll try to help you as much as I can.
Ladies, my name is Robin, and I'm going to be bringing you a quick session on Slido. So bear with me while I share my screen. And then I just want to make sure I can still see all your lovely faces, which I now can, and hopefully you can see my PowerPoint presentation, and it is deliberately broadcasting straight out of my PowerPoint today. So we're going to have a look at Sli.do. So it's a tool for engaging participants in live polls, questions and answers, quizzes and word clouds. So when you joined today's webinar, Amy had one all ready to roll, and she asked you about what country you came from, and popped it up as a word cloud. So Sli.do has this ability to engage people. So rather than me sit here and tell you all about it, I have a wonderful little video here, which is probably not going to work because I haven't shared it properly. Bear with me while nope, I'm going to have to unshare and reshare. My apologies, because I probably didn't tick the button. Right, all going well, you'll get the video this time with sound.
Welcome to Slido. Slido is an online polling and Q&A platform that helps you create a conversation with your audience, whether that is in person, remote, or in a combination of both. Imagine you're in a team meeting and you have no idea what your colleagues are thinking or how they are feeling. Or perhaps you yourself are remotely joining an all-hands meeting and you want to ask a question, but you're too shy to put it into the chat. With Slido, you can simply avoid all of those awkward moments and create a meaningful two-way conversation. So, how does it work? As a participant, you can go to Slido.com, enter in the event code, given by the organizer or simply scan the QR code on the screen. Then simply type in your question anonymously or using your name. Upvote the questions and help the organizer see what the most burning topics are. You can vote in polls and that way express your opinions and make your voice heard. Now let's have a look at the speaker's point of view. Polls can help you engage your audience or gather their opinions. There are several types to choose from. Just pick the one that suits you the most. My favorite is the word cloud. Just look at this magic. As for the setup, connect your computer to a projector in the room, or if you're on a video call, share your screen with Slido. You can also integrate Slido into your PowerPoint or Google Slides presentation and into your video calls in WebEx or Microsoft Teams. And later, you can analyze and export all the data you've collected. It's as simple as that, and you can try it right now. Just sign up for your free account and create your first Slido event in minutes. If you want to learn more or get inspired, just check out our website or blog at Sli.do.com.
That is the quickest overview I can find, and it saves you listening to me for the whole time. So to give you a bit of an idea about pricing, because that's always the issue with some of these apps, there is a free basic version available, whether it's a one-time use or an ongoing account. So the Sli.do I'm going to use in this session that we're working through right now is based on a free account. So the warning I need to give you about the free account, you can only do 5 polls. So that's 5 questions you can answer, and that includes 1 word cloud. Other than that, you will need to pay for a subscription. Now, this is when you start to work with other people in your member organization and start looking at maybe higher levels of management might like to consider purchasing this for use right across your member organization. We do it in WAGs. We have a WAGs paid account that we can access for events like this. Thankfully, today we didn't need it because we're not using lots and lots of questions. We're just using a couple in each of our sessions. So to move up to the second level, which is $100, and this will be Australian dollars. Sorry, I come from Australia and it's given it to me in Australian dollars. So it's $100 per event. So this is a one-time usage, and you can have up to 200 participants, and you can have pretty much as many questions and things as you like. If you move on to an annual account, which is what WAGs currently has that we access, it is basically 15 Australian dollars a month. And that is billed annually at 180 Australian dollars. So when you look at that, all you need to do is run 2 events and realize that a membership is actually worth it. And that second tier also allows you to have the 200 people. So that just gives you a bit of an idea. There are no not-for-profit discounts for organisations like us. Most MOs across the Asia Pacific region collect annual membership fees, and because of that, that rules us out of their not-for-profit discount package. So just be aware of that. And potentially look at what other people are using. This is just one engagement tool that you can use in meetings and things, but obviously there are a number of others as well. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a live demonstration, and if I can get my screen sharing to work. There we go. Let me switch it over to one of my other screens. So when you first log in, I'll go to the right screen for you. And you create an account. You can create it using Facebook or Google links or an email address. It's quite easy and it's free. And then once you're in, if you choose to upgrade, you can. The very first thing you need to do when you want to create a Slido is create an event. So you create the event first, and then you create your polls and quizzes. So you can see I have an event there today called Apps for Virtual Events, Sli.do presentation. So if I click on that, it'll take you into the 3 questions we in this session are going to answer in a little bit. So I've got one set up as a word cloud poll, and then I've got 2 open texts. But when you click on this green button called Create a Poll, it gives you all 6 options. So you can have a multiple choice. So you can give them a number of choices. You can create a word cloud, which is what we did at the beginning of this webinar. You can create a quiz, so it can actually get a little bit competitive, and I believe you can have winners and things like that. You can get them to rate things, which is, I believe, what we'll be doing at the end of this webinar. rating what your thoughts were on how it's gone. There's an open text one, which I will be using, and there's also a ranking one, which means you can order a list of things in a particular order. From here, you can also access an audience Q&A. So as they mentioned in the video, you can have your audience submit questions. So that's just the next tab over, and you can actually see all the questions that have been submitted, and people can vote for them, the ones that they want. And then they did also speak about analytics, and it's the next tab over, and you will be able to see that I've already had 12 people active in this Sli.do, because that would be the group that I've just had. And now I've got you guys. So let me go backwards through this and see if it will give me poll 1. Which is not what's happened, because that's not my question. Bear with me. I think my slide screen share has just disappeared, and let me try presenting again, and then I'll reshare. That's the one I want. And that is not my question. Right, I guess I am going back to my PowerPoint. Anjali, you're back here again. Anjali's been following me around. Anjali, yes. You're finishing very quick, because I haven't even got to my questions.
I mean, well, you guys gave me an easy tool. You guys gave me Jamboard. So
I did.
Yeah.
So let me just. So hopefully this is still presenting. And it's just going to, right. So we have a new Slido over here, which the previous group have already contributed some things to. So what types of events? You can use the joining information down the side of the screen to tell me what types of events or activities have you or could you use for Slido for? So this is what the previous group has come up with, and I'd love for you to add to it or affirm what's already there. Is there something we've missed? So I'll give you all a little bit of a chance to get in there. So very much a way of getting input from groups, particularly when you've got 20 or 30 people or beyond that. It allows that whole group to actually have a voice without having people sort of trying to talk over each other and give a large group, everyone having the ability to verbally tell you. You can actually use this to generate a lot more responses a lot faster, I guess, because everything in the virtual world can take time. So I'll give you another couple of minutes to join if need be. And there they are. And I can't work out which one got added. Quizzes at trainings, absolutely. Suggestions, online girls activities. Feedback for trainings is definitely a big one. Virtual meetings, quizzes, obviously, workshops. So I've given you guys a little bit of a chance there. I need to keep going so that I don't bite into too much of Anjali's time. So if you've used it, what are your hints and tips for using it? What's going to make it much easier for other people? So the previous group has told me in no uncertain terms that we need to check the spelling. So I'm yet to find a spelling mistake, but I'm now going to go back and double check my questions again, because I suspect there might be a spello in there. It is important to brief people beforehand. So anyone who registered before 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Time yesterday will have received an email from me pre-warning you that we were going to be using Sli.do today and suggesting that you be ready either with a second screen open or a second device that allows you to connect with Sli.do. So you do need to make sure you preempt that and make sure you have those joining instructions quite clearly there. So I'm just going to scroll back up and see if we've got any more things. Someone also suggested that a poor internet connection will impact it. definitely, because I'm doing this from my own computer. It's not I'm screen sharing, so it does rely on my internet. Another good hint was the watch how many options you put on the screen for things like multiple choice and ordering, because you can only see so many things on your screen. And if you've got too many things for people to choose from, they've got to scroll, and it does take a lot longer for them to read through those sorts of things. So just to be aware of that. And the check spelling. So I will be going back and checking my spelling. Great. Look, I'll move on to the next one. And if you know of any great resources, so we will be sharing with you the YouTube channel for this particular, for Sli.do. They have an amazing channel with various playlists around learning to use Slido, and it's really nice, short, quick videos that tell you how to do it. They also have a great knowledge library, so like a tutorial section where you can go and learn how to use it as well, depending on how you learn best, whether that's reading some instructions or watching a video. So I guess from here, we then head for, has anyone got any quick questions? We will be sharing all of our details with you, so you can email us and ask more questions. But if anyone's got a burning question, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, Anjali is going to throw me out to my next room.
Thank you for that whirlwind overview. I hope people had a chance to get a glimpse of a few of the tools that are being used. And from here, we can take it into more of a deep dive in the future. So we realize that we are a few minutes over time, and we appreciate you staying. If you're able to stay on for a couple of more minutes, we have a chance for you to give reflection that will help us plan upcoming webinars, and also more support that you need around digital capacity. So I'm going to open a Slido deck for us to gather feedback about the session, and also your thoughts on your own learning going forwards. So we're going to be using WAG's evaluation tool called REAL. So WAGS believes that every experience that we have in Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting should be real. It should be relevant. It should be exciting and engaging. It should be accessible, so easy for people to join and learn. And also it should be learner-led. So we've taken these 4 factors into planning for today and would like your feedback on how we did and where we can improve. So the first Slido is, how relevant was today's session as a whole for you? Were the tools things that you've been wanting to see and learn? And if you have experience, did you have a chance to also share that? The scale is 1, meaning not relevant for you. 5 is relevant for you. If you can't access Slido, please participate in the chat so we can see your feedback as well. So I'm glad to see that the relevancy was there, especially since so many of you have given us feedback through the Facebook group poll, as well as the previous webinars. We're hoping to deliver what is needed. The second is going to be how engaging or exciting. We know this is not a deep dive, it's a quick overview, but I hope that you found the sessions at least engaging where you wanted to learn. Please rank the feedback from 1 to 5. 1 being not as engaging as you hoped, 5 being it kept my attention. That's great. We know from the back end, many people struggle with Wi-Fi, so we appreciate that you've stayed with us and kept logging back in so that you didn't miss the opportunity.
I think there's some people who are still voting.
Okay, I can go back and let it open. The third component of REAL is accessibility. Were you able to participate in a way where you were able to learn and feel valued as a participant? If you found challenges around accessibility, feedback around that for us will be very helpful so we can make sure moving forwards, we have it easy for people to join. And the fourth component is learner-led. And in this particular webinar, all of the session hosts are also learners in that they've been hosting virtual events this year through the AP region. Thank you, those of you who are joining also in the chat. So shifting from feedback into some self-reflection, the next component that we would like to ask for your reflection around is your own personal learning journey in regards to your own digital capacity. What are you working on or wanting practice with? How can we help provide learning experiences for you to improve so that what you can give within your MO and within your various roles can help improve our impact? So take a moment to think about, and this feedback will go, or this reflection will go directly to us as the digital capacity team to inform what we develop moving forwards to help support us as a region. The support can be at an MO level, an individual level, localized. Please let us know.
Amy, could you share the results as they come
I
into
am.
this one,
I'm
please?
just about to open them so we can use
Thank
it for
you.
conversation. So definitely chances to have hands-on practice is definitely on our radar. We know the overviews can be very quick and feel like there's not enough time. And that's what they are. They're overviews. It's a place to start from. And then we can plan ways to really help people practice and develop their confidence within these tools and start to really use them. For our own personal learning following this session, we will be putting together a resource packet that you will all receive, everyone who signed up for this webinar, that will have what we covered, but also some additional steps, including learning links that will give you a chance to learn on your own and start to feel familiar. As you're doing that, reach out for support. If you notice some gaps that you're wanting to fill, we can help with that. The idea with the interactive session followed by a work session where we get hands-on is a great suggestion. We will make sure that we have the information you need to be able to rejoin these apps and know how to get them on your devices. So you really do have the time to learn on your own and start to explore. And I see the note about tutorials. There's a lot of resources already developed online because these tools are quite common. And so we'll make sure that we pick out some of the best how-to videos that will help guide you through getting through the tool and getting started. So know that that is coming for you, so you don't have to figure it all out on your own. I like the comment about you make it look so easy. It's a lot of planning, and that's why we're doing this, right? We're all trying to figure out how we can really make virtual spaces the best quality possible for everyone involved. And it's very different than the face-to-face, but the feeling is there. I will leave this open. So this is a space where, as you have other thoughts, you're able to add them in. And like I said, you will receive a follow-up email from the digital capacity email address. And that's how you can reach our team to ask specific questions. If your MO is putting together an event and you're trying to think through some of the aspects that could make it more engaging, that's what we are volunteering our time for. We really care about this, and we want to make sure that people have the support they need to feel successful in what they're trying to create for our members. I'm going to take off my screen sharing. I'm going to leave the Slido open, so don't feel rushed if you're still adding and thinking. we will make sure that those are collected. So as we wrap up, I just want to make sure to say a strong thank you to the rest of the team that helped make this possible, and to you as participants for what you brought to each session and the questions that you asked, and also what you shared with one another. What I love with guiding is the chance to make new connections and to feel part of a movement. And whether we're in virtual spaces or face-to-face, these opportunities are really priceless. So I hope you found good energy in this call today and that we can support you as we move forwards.